Extinction. This is part 2 of interview with Robin. And you've got 2 people asking you questions here. Very exciting. You were just about to get into why you love what you do, and I want to know why you called it Black Robin Designs.
Okay, so I started my business about 8 years ago. You might notice from my accent that I'm not from around these parts. So I came from New Zealand 26 years ago. And there's a little bird in New Zealand, and it's a black robin. And it was on the point of extinction in New Zealand back in the 80s. And the local community and various government departments all came together to save this bird. And that's exactly what they've done. So I always think of that in my business about ecology and making sure that we're doing the right thing for ecology. And I want to expand that over here into the UK. So that's why it's Black Robin Garden Design. Very, very precious to me. And why do I love doing this thing? Well, I've always been an outdoors kind of gal. I've always been involved in gardens. Although I worked in the city for many years, I want to get out there and help people get out there and enjoy their gardens and create beautiful spaces for them and their families to enjoy all year round. That's what I do.
I love that. I love the outdoors. I don't like being cooped up inside too
No.
much. And in the summer, or the spring, or even the autumn, I'll be outside as much as I can. In the winter, less so. Now, you were in the final for the best new business in Enfield. That's exciting.
Yes,
That was
that was
voted by
exciting.
the public. So, how does
Yes,
that make you
yes.
feel that your work has been recognised by those around us, your peers and your customers?
Oh, it's really I'm very grateful and I'm very humbled by it because you go off and you do this thing and you in a way you live in isolation when you're running your own business and then when people actually recognize what you do and go actually you've done a really good job you suddenly you realize that you're not just living in a bubble, you're part of a community, and I think that is the most joyous thing. And we need to be doing more of that. We need
I
to be
love
getting
that.
more involved with one another.
See,
So
Robin,
yes,
what I'd ideally love is to look at some of your work for part 3. Maybe today it might not happen, but look at the work you've done and how you transformed the garden into an outside space that's
yeah,
actually usable. In my garden, I've got
yes,
different zones where you could sit down and have a meal with your family. I've got a relaxing place where you could lounge around. I've got other places.
yes.
So those kind of different zones. And as soon as you came to my garden, straight away you said to me, "Oh, you should move the office around. Like you've got a real vision for these things." But do
Mm,
you have any questions about
mm.
gardens and gazebos and
I'm just interested in. I'm gonna
water
literally.
features
Yeah,
and
I do like a water feature. I think sounds really important. I mean, I really like
Yes,
the theory behind the black robin. I mean, that really
mm,
intrigued me as a name because it's not. It doesn't reek like common. I just
yeah,
love the backstory to that.
yes,
Yeah, I'm really interested to see some of your landscapes. Yeah.
yeah.
So.
Great. Love to share.
yeah. So if you don't mind, send us loads and loads of pictures of before and afters. And when we edit this, there'll be loads and loads of pictures in and out.
Okay. Yeah, sounds great. Happy to
Robin, can
do
you
that.
just give us an example of the last 3 gardens you've done, and how you transform
Yes.
the space and some of the challenges that you've had?
Uh, so every garden comes with its own set of challenges. Where I tend to be getting more involved these days is with a house that's under reconstruction of some kind. So it's either it's having an extension put on it, or a loft, or the back is coming out, and it's eating into the garden. But they still want to have that indoor outdoor flow, and so that's where I'm starting to get more involved with clients and with architects and construction companies. And what we're doing is that we are looking at the property in its totality, which is very exciting. So when a client then does this lovely extension and they have these beautiful patio doors, because everybody has patio doors put in now, big sliders, instead of looking out onto a bomb site in their garden, I'm coming in behind all of that and making sure that the garden then reflects that flow and make sure that it reflects what's happening inside is outside. So last couple of gardens or clients I've worked with have been doing just that. So this week I've been on a site as it's under construction at the moment, where they've had an extension put on, but it's a very steep site. So it's going down about 1.5 meters from the top down to the bottom of the garden, about nearly 2 meters actually. So it's quite steep. So we've put in a patio or a terrace coming out from the back doors with a kitchen, a small kitchen, down some steps, through a landscape that has got a very strong Japanese vibe to it, and then down to a garden room at the back, which is going to be the client's office. But he also wanted a sauna and an ice bath. Not too sure about the whole ice bath, Bizzo,
It's
but
good for
lots of
you.
people.
It's good for you. Look, if you are watching this and you want Robin to come and support you, where a builder generally points their nose up at anything less than 50,000, that's a builder fee. A handyman doesn't have the experience to manage this. So where do you go? Robin fits very nicely in. She'll work with your budget. I've been watching Robin's work for over a year now, so you can absolutely say she's qualified and brilliant at her work. So Robin, what's the best way for people to contact you?
Well, they can go onto my website, and I
Which
have
is
it's blackrobingardendesign.co.uk.
okay.
So it's pretty simple, long word, but it's pretty simple to remember it. And there are contact details in there. So you just come through to me and I will come straight back to you. So pretty easy.
Amazing. Robin, thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Congratulations on being a finalist in the Best Business in Enfield Awards for Best New Business. Anybody watching this, it's always lovely to support new businesses. So please reach out to Robin. We're very lucky to have her. That's a wrap.
Thank you.
Congratulations.